Alright, what's up you guys? My name is Luis and I will be doing a review on the Razer Viper Mini. This shit is so fucking good. I'm not even capping when I say that. So, I originally bought the Razer Viper and the Razer Viper Ultimate, and today, right now, I have my Razer Viper Ultimate sitting right here just as a comparison so you guys can see the two differences. So obviously the first thing that you notice is that the Razer Viper Mini is much smaller than the Razer Viper Ultimate. I do have the normal Razer Viper, but it's somewhere in a box. I'll probably pull it out a little bit later, but right now we're just taking a look at these two because, one, I like the Razer Viper Ultimate, but the one thing that I really hated was the mouse 1 and mouse 2. Like the clicks, they weren't solid. They felt super spongy in a way. And they felt like when you were pushing down, it felt really scratchy. And that's something that on the Razer Viper Mini doesn't have. The mouse 1 and mouse 2 clicks are never scratchy, and they're crisp, which is one of my favorite things about this mouse. And unlike the Razer Viper Ultimate, the two side buttons, the mouse 3 and 4, I'm pretty sure that's what they are on the Razer Viper Ultimate, they're not. On the Razer Viper Ultimate, these side buttons don't protrude out as much, so it's way harder to push. Like with my thumb, it was so hard to push with this mouse on the side buttons, especially when I was playing like Fortnite for my builds on the side buttons, or a different type of game like on Modern Warfare. I used to have push attack and my my switch weapons on these side buttons. It would not do any good with these side buttons. These side buttons are terrible, especially how indented they are. And on the Razer Viper Mini, these side buttons protrude way farther out. It's about like 2-3 millimeters farther out, and it's way easier to hit these side buttons, which it's way easier to hit. And if we look at these side buttons, they do not come out as far, and it's way harder to hit. They did a lot of updates to this mouse, especially with the side grips. This is now plastic, and this used to be rubber, which honestly I couldn't give a fuck about. They both feel great, and for the price that I got the Razer Viper Mini, it is like insane how good they made this mouse, especially for like how much it is. It's legit the best budget mice you can get at the moment. $40 for the best mice on the market. And then I wouldn't consider the Razer Viper Ultimate as the best mouse, but it's like a really good wireless mouse, especially if you don't care about the money you're spending. Because one, I feel like they always come with faulty mouse 1 and mouse 2 clicks, especially on their older models. And the side buttons don't protrude as much. The side grips, I couldn't care about them because they're like not as grippy as you would think. And right now I'll probably have some video of me playing some Fortnite up on the screen. So when I'm playing a game like Fortnite, I usually play claw. So it's usually around like this. This is how I usually play. It's kind of hard to see on the camera though. So when I'm playing, I usually play a really low sense too. So for me, it's kind of hard to move around my arm since the camera's taking up like half of my desk space. But like, when I'm editing, I usually feel like how crisp the clicks are. Like I can noticeably feel the clicks. Unlike the Razer Viper Ultimate, it kind of feels like I'm smashing down on a button that's really mushy. And on the Razer Viper Mini, it kind of feels like there's a click to it. It feels so good. And especially on the side buttons, whenever I'm going to free build, I can feel like everything. Yeah, like that tripwire and that doubleheader at the end, I could feel the clicks. If I were to do it with the Razer Viper Ultimate, it would feel like I'm pushing down on a invisible button. It doesn't feel as good. I'll do a little bit of a sound test right now to show you exactly what it sounds like. My recommendation out of buying any Razer Viper Mini or any mouse at the moment, especially for the price, I'll definitely go with the Razer Viper Mini, because overall it's just a solid build, especially with those optical switches, which is basically a light beam that gets blocked and then it actuates the switch. And the same thing with the Razer Viper Ultimate that it has, and the sensors on the bottom are both really good too. I'm pretty sure the Razer Viper Mini does have a cheaper sensor that doesn't go as high as the DPI as the Razer Viper Ultimate, but other than that, there's basically no difference between them except the exterior, which is the reason why I bought the Razer Viper Mini, because I like the side buttons a lot more. I like the mouse 1 and mouse 2 clicks a lot more. I like the scroll wheel, which basically wasn't changed. So yeah. Overall, I'll definitely say go cop the Razer Viper Mini. Peace out.